We don't want that. Okay. Interesting when we start looking at this. Great start. Great start. Hey guys. The first 5 minutes. How are we all? How are we? We are going to touch on diet, nutrition, discipline, freedom. The things that keep you locked in when you don't want to be locked in. When you're craving the crap, when you want the crap, when you cannot defeat the demon that wants the sugar and the shitty food and the processed food. How do we do it? This is what we're going to go into. So I am going to continue working 3-4 minutes and then we will get going. So many men right now feel completely lost, like they are just cogs in a machine. I get a lot of them in my comments. That's quite funny. You've said before that they are sleeping. If you could grab them by the shoulders and wake them up, what is the one hard truth they need to hear right now? The Sagittarius preacher guru archetype. So I watched a video yesterday I found really interesting. And it was about astrology, believe it or not, astrology. And it was that all of the royal families use homeopathic medicine, and all of the billionaires that this guy worked with had all used Vedic astrology. And if you told me 5 years ago that I'd be talking about Vedic astrology, I'd tell you to off. Absolutely, categorically not. Absolutely not. Good luck with YouTube. You know, we just keep logging on. We just keep logging on. The more we can spread a message. You know, it's funny. One of the lives the other day came in with like 9,500 views in like 45 minutes. From that, 47 subscribers. From that, 5 new clients. So when people come into streams, you know, and they bring negative energy, or they, you know, a lot of people think that they have original comedy, etc. When me, as the person on this side of the camera, is focused on those 5 people, that's all that matters. You know, it's like, focus on changing one life. And if you can just focus on changing one life, everything else will fall into place. That's all we can do. That's literally all we can do. It's the only thing I can allow my focus to be. You start thinking too big, fail. Start thinking too small, fail. Just hone in on that sweet spot. What do we think to that? So many men feel completely lost. Thank you, my friend. Just cogs in a machine. You talk about devotion and Hanuman energy. In a world that is obsessed with science and logic, why do we need to return to these ancient archetypes? What does surrender actually look like for a man who wants to be strong? The synthesis of your logic, Aquarius, and devotion, fire. So, from Scotland. Hello, sir. Oof, but that's a bit chilly up there at the minute, isn't it? I recently, I would say in the past 2 to 3 months, started feeling a strong pull towards a Hindu deity called Hanuman. Now, this all started because I thought this guy looked cool. I was like, oh, half monkey, half man, he's pretty cool. You know, superhero type vibes. Baltic, yeah, I can imagine, bro. And then the more I started to look into it, I looked at what this represented in Hindu mythology. I started to look into Vedic astrology. I started to look... Nicholas, I appreciate you sharing that, mate. I get it. I've been there. I'm going to come back to that. Yeah, I started to look into all these different things, and all of a sudden, a load of things started to make sense. So, when they started to make sense, I started to fight it. I started to deny it. I started to feel like, you know, if somebody was talking to me about this and they were like especially Western astrology, like, what's your star sign? Fuck off. Do you mean what's my star sign? Like, I'm not pissed off because Saturn's above 7 moons. I'm pissed off because I got 2 hours sleep last night. That's why we're annoyed. But once you see it, and once you actually hit this new way of thinking, and I stopped fighting it, I stopped hiding from it, I stopped allowing it to worry me, I did my own research. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I started to do my own research. I started to look into the things that I thought, all right, well, even if I'm not going to take this on board, let's have a little look at it. Let's see what it is. Before I start to deny it and before I start to reject it as something in my life, why don't I first have a look? It's like when you speak to the guy who's never tried an olive and he says, I don't like olives. How the fuck do you know you don't like olives if you've never tried an olive? How do you know if you don't like garlic if you've never tasted garlic? Oh, well, I don't like the look of it. That's not cutting it, is it? That's not real. That's not a real decision. That's just something made up in your mind. Or maybe somebody in your family didn't like it. You know, maybe somebody when you were brought up, you know, you're not born afraid of spiders. Somebody screams at the sight of a spider and all of a sudden you think, oh my God, that's terrifying. And then that's conditioned into you from there on out. And that's the same with a lot of things. It's the same with eating habits. It's the same with your training. It's the same with most things in life. You become a byproduct of what you're surrounded by as a kid. You know, if you're constantly fed processed frozen meals from the freezer because that's all the family can afford, which was my childhood, you grow up thinking that's food. But you've actually spent all of your fucking time eating chemically processed garbage, like actual dog shit, and it's been put in as fucking food. Is this you denying instincts? Tell me define instincts before we go into denial. I'm not quite sure that makes sense here. Farm foods, bro, literally farm foods net. Oh, one second. Oh, hello, sir. How are you? What? Thank you. Makasih. Hati-hati. Are you coming in, Winks? Come on in, kiddo. Come on, big guy. Come on, big guy. Oh. Natural survival instincts. Absolutely not. Survival instincts are essential to survival. But how does that make any sense? Dennis, hello, bro. Hardwired through evolution. Yeah, but how does that make any sense to modern day supermarkets? Like, we are biologically engineered to instinctually survive. Of course we are. Of course we are. If anything, I think we would serve a better purpose by going back to that way of living, to the spiders. Okay, right. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that in evolution you are naturally afraid of spiders. This is what I'm saying. So, supermarket food, yeah, I'm more afraid of that food than I am spiders. But what I'm saying is, it's like, for example, I live in Asia, okay, And there ain't a single local I know out here who's afraid of a snake, a lizard, or a spider, because that's just how they were. That was their natural environment that they've been brought up around. So I've never. This is what I'm saying. It's like there's contrast to everything. So you can be raised in a certain household and you can think, okay, this is good food. That's all right. We cleared up the misunderstanding. We move on. I'm here for that. Look, if the questions are logical and the questions have something to do with the topic, I'm here all day. Healthy debates and healthy conversations are part of what we should be doing as humans anyway. Pointlessly arguing over face tattoos? Wow, crazy. It's literally, it's what gets to me in these live streams sometimes, and I actually leave them feeling quite fulfilled, is the amount of grown people, okay? The amount of grown people, grown-ass men, who I can only assume still live with their mum, who think they're originally funny with the face tattoo comments. It's like 10 years with drawings on your face. Do you really think that you're going to pop into a live stream and say something that the guy hasn't heard before? That, to me, is a show of a low IQ. But anyway, that's not why we're here. Side tangent. Okay, back to instincts. Back to we are our surroundings. Love snakes, but really angry about it. Why? Why are you angry about it? Like, genuinely, why? Most people who... Hey, Dave, how are you, mate? Most people who still care about tattoos they're old, man. Like, they are... I'm sorry, but it's outdated. It's massively outdated. Now, what I will say is I respect the opinion, because that's just how they were raised. It's like trying to tell my granddad. I mean, my granddad, he's in his 70s and he's fucking head to toe in tattoos. So I wouldn't be able to tell him about tattoos. He's probably the reason why I ended up getting tattooed in the first place. My uncle, my granddad, everybody's just fucking head to toe. So it was inevitable. But anyway, we're talking about food. Stay on topic, Matt. Stay on topic. So, how do we unlearn learned behaviors? How do we unlearn social conditioning, family conditioning, the things that influence most of our lives? I think first off, we have to know what it feels like to actually feel healthy. So we operate a machine. Most people are putting diesel into a petrol engine and expecting the car to run efficiently. How can we expect a car to run efficiently, okay? How can we expect a car to run efficiently if we're putting the wrong fuel in? The human body is a wonderful thing. He's just destroyed himself. I would absolutely detest you being my parent if that's how your point of view is. In fact, can you just leave? Like, that small-mindedness is exactly what's wrong with the world. Exactly what's wrong with the world. In fact, I'm going to assist you on the exit. The fuck? I feel so sorry for your son. So sorry. Please tell him I said that as well. Fuck my life. Go away. Single dad, been alone, no friends, no family. Every day is a fight with everything, my friend. Yeah, but Nicholas, look at that purpose, bro. Look at that purpose that you're currently carrying on your shoulders. Single, okay? Doing things by yourself. A dad, you have responsibilities bigger than yourself, you know? Like, bro, you're killing it. Like, you know, no friends, no family. Every day is a fight with everything, my friend. Okay, but we can definitely solve at least one of those things. Maybe two of those things. Number one, why are we single? Is it by choice? Is it optional? Is it, you know, have you not got the time, energy, finance? What is it? Why are we not dating? Do we want to date? Like, what's the situation in that? The friends, are we part of any clubs, you know? Most of the guys I get on with, we fight. So I will see you at the club, I'll see you at jiu-jitsu, I'll see you down at MMA. Knock fuck out of each other for a few rounds, then we'll sit and have some food. I think it's some of the best friendships I've ever built is in an MMA gym. Hello from Russia. Hello, mate. You just need to look at tribal diets to see how to live healthy. Natural sources of food as nature intended. 100%. 100% natural sources of food. And when I say natural sources of food as well, I don't mean something that's been naturally sourced, then add a shitload of preservatives added to it. For seed oils, get rid of all seed oils out of your diet. And when I say seed oils, most of the shit, especially in the Western world, is smashed in seed oils. Smashed in seed oils, smashed in fertilizers. It's actually really unfair and difficult to find not processed food, even fruit and veg now, you know? When your watermelon doesn't have seeds inside of it and it's been chemically enhanced, then it's been fucking what? How are we literally cloning fruit so that we can get it on shelves faster? Absolutely bizarre. Bizarre. Bless you. Thank you, Nicholas. We're just doing our bit, bro. We're literally just doing our bit. My cousin's friend moved into my house and refused to leave. 25 years later, she's still here. Fucking hell. Grow your own. That's the plan, David. The plan is, bro, is to build what I'm building. Fuck off to Portugal. I'm in Asia now, and then I would love to just go on a farm in Portugal, mate. Just have some land, grow my own food, my own chickens, my own beef. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because this friend, 25 years, she's still here. No, that's one refuse to leave. That's intense. Refuse to leave, that is intense. Well, bro, I didn't know fuck all about food, so I went to college for 3.5 years to learn professional cookery, and I learned how to eat healthily, mostly done the course for my kids. Farm foods, no. Yeah, man, that's nice. Were you in the forces? I was, yeah, straight from school. I was in the Royal Engineers, 300-18707, straight from school, man. 15 years and 9 months I joined the military. Hang on, I'm going to touch on this one. Fuck all that for 3.5 years to learn professional cookery, bro. This is it, Martin. This is what I'm saying, mate. You know, like when we're kids, bro, we don't get educated on it. We get what we're given, and then we think that's normal food. But like, I was a fat kid in school. I was a chunky muffin. I used to get bullied for being fat constantly, like to the point where I'd have to make a joke out of it myself, otherwise life just would not be worth living. And you know, now I'm 36 years old. I'm 36 years old and I'm in better shape than most fucking 20-year-olds that I see. And that's food. That's 99% food. Like, I love my training. I train hard. I train daily. But I've done the training and the not food, you know? It's the food is the most important fucking thing. Getting rid of it. I mean, the Forces' favorite Bible verse. I do not have a favorite Bible verse. Okay, guys, so we're just going to all have a little look at Ledi 2728. Do you remember a minute ago when we were talking about low IQ and we were talking about the negative comments about tattoos? Okay, so this is a perfect example of a very insecure human being, just so we're all aware of the previous conversation. Only Franz 304. Why do you look like a clown? Shit, man, the originality is insane. Fair one. Were you based in Ripon? I wasn't based in Ripon, mate, no, but I actually did my what's it called when you're in high school, you know, when people do career days. So I went for a week with the army to Ripon. That's the first time I ever went on a jet boat. 40, bro, still looking good, man. Yeah, good, Martin. That's exactly how it should be, brother. Literally. Only Franz Muppet. Tell him, Dave. Tell him. It's funny, man. It is funny. Yeah. So, key to it. One of the biggest keys to it, I'm going to say, is put salt in your water. Okay? Salt in your water. We're getting there, Ben. We're getting there, lad. Love your look. Very handsome. Thank you very much. I grow everything. Also, butcher all our meat. I was butchering my youth. Brought a nice plenty of land. 60,000 litres. Water storage. Greg, that sounds fucking beautiful, mate. That sounds beautiful. That to me is what I call happiness. That to me is what I call peace. Like, genuinely. Genuinely. Sometimes I get something there. I couldn't even raise up to him. Nah, I couldn't raise up to him, mate. Do you know what I used to do? Like, I used to Mate, go stand on Dover. The boats will turn around. I used to, mate, when I came off TV. So I did Married at First Sight UK. We're not touching on that, but I did Married at First Sight in England. About 3 years ago, I did season 7 of Maths. And obviously overnight, I ended up with this huge fucking following on Instagram. Like 100,000 people just started following me overnight on fucking it. And then, but it was fucking insane. It was so intense. Like, it was so intense. And I just got to a point, you know, all the media people were telling me to ignore the negativity. And I was like, yeah, but some of these people just need shutting the fuck up. Like, I started sending my address. Like, I genuinely started sending. And if I didn't send my address, I'd send the address to my gym. And I'd be like, bro, do me a favor. Stop talking on the internet with your little keyboard. Bring a mouth guard and some gloves. And just come down 7 p.m. tonight. Open mat, sparring. We'll jump in the cage. We'll do 5 rounds. And we'll just have it out. And the amount of people that would be like, all right, yeah, let's come down, and they never turn up. So now I just don't bother. For electrolytes and natural balance, the world listens. Exactly this, right? Back to it. Salt in water, yeah. So a pinch of sea salt in everything. A pinch of sea salt in, like, this bottle here. This is a 2-liter bottle. I carry it everywhere with me. I am in Asia, and I train twice a day. So I drink 3, sometimes 4 of these bottles every single day. And every single one of them has 2 pinches of sea salt inside. So I've got my electrolytes. When you're drinking just necking water, stop fucking doing tap water as well. Stop doing tap water. When you're drinking your water, if you're not putting salt inside of your water, you're not absorbing it. It's not actually your body's not registering, okay, I need to deliver this to the certain part of the body that it needs to go to, because it's got no delivery system. The salt and the electrolytes actually activates that delivery system, so you store more water and you actually get the usage of it. Turn up for a cuppa, hand in my apology letter. I'll make you a brew, lad. I'll make you a brew. Spring water only. Yeah, mate, literally. This is it. We'll go through one of these every couple of days, mate. What's this? 19 litres. 19 litres. In the 90s when I graduated school, I had a feeling things was going to go to shit. A feeling I'm going to go to shit, so I prepared and made sure I had no debts, no credit cards. Yeah, I mean, that's thingy. Go natty. Hey, coolie. It's quite fun to say that, isn't it? Go natty, absolutely categorically not, no. So when I was 24, I took a load of gear like a dickhead, fucked up my natural testosterone production, and now I have to my natural test is shut down, mate. So I just run my TRT. I'm 36 years old. I run my TRT at 125 milligram of sustanon every single week in 2 doses and keep it at that, mate. I never run courses, I never run cycles. In fact, I'd probably be scared to do so now with where my body's at. But I keep my bloods healthy. My testosterone sits at 27, which is in a normal balance, a normal healthy range, which is usually between 13 and 35. Yeah. I'm guessing with this comment that you understand the science behind testosterone and how it's registered in the body. Parasite cleanses. Perfect. No, I'm honest about everything, brother. Honest about everything. I wouldn't sell somebody a lie. It actually pisses me off when people on the internet are like, oh yeah, like, oh no, I'm natural. I know a guy over here who still claims to be natural. I'm like, bro, I can quite literally see the trend in your shoulders. I can see it in your veins. You're lying. And you're lying to somebody who knows. You're lying to somebody who knows the answer to the question that you're hiding from. Parasite cleanses. Everybody needs to be taking parasite cleanses. Martin, I was, mate, yeah. Royal Engineers. Parasite cleanses are massively important. It's great here as well. People still believe The Rock is natty. They probably do somewhere in the world, mate, yeah. Over here, it's great. I can literally walk into the pharmacy and I can get an anti-parasite over the counter. And it's crazy. Even if you think that you're all right and you're healthy, you take that parasite cleanser, you take that anti-parasite. It's like a deworming tablet, but for humans. So rather than giving it to your dog, you just take it yourself. fuck, man, you literally feel like shit for 2 or 3 days while it starts to process all the crap out of your body. But after that, insane. Like, actually insane. My buddy did steroids in his early 20s and had a heart attack. Never did it myself, scared the shit out of me, nearly lost him. But yeah, it's a dangerous game, mate. It is a complete fucking dangerous game. OnlyFans, do me a favor, just keep laying down these comments for me, mate. You are pushing this algorithm. I really appreciate your help. Just keep spitting out the crap, whatever comes to your random little mind. Just keep blasting. Keep going. Thank you. I appreciate you. So you're in Scotland, Martin. If you're going for, if you wanted to get like a parasite cleanser now in the UK, how would you go about it? Sheep shearer, sharing out back. My water bottle was 10 litres, making myself drink more. Used to add green tea bags, it's always 40 degrees. You know, Greg, I reckon me and you could sit by a campfire on a barbecue, mate, and have some fucking good conversations. That's sick. Believe it or not, I actually grew up on a farm, so I used to be a sheep shearer myself. Dangers, because it's not worth the risk at all, if you ask me. No, it's weird, mate. It's weird because I don't regret anything because it gave me the experience that I have now. So when I'm having conversation with kids, you know, like even out here, it's a massive influencer gym scene out here. So I get lads come up to me, they'll ask me the question, you know, are you natural? And I will answer honestly. To a degree, yes, but to a degree, no. So I'm not natural because I do take endogenous testosterone. I take 125 milligrams in 2 doses of sustanon every single week. And I'm open and I'm honest about that. But when they ask me the question, do you think it's worth it for me? I have a series of questions to ask back, and most of them require a negative output and a negative answer. Do you want children? Is number one priority. And don't think about right now, especially if you're in your early 20s, because your prefrontal lobe hasn't even fucking developed. You don't know what you want. You think you know what you want and you think you understand life, but you don't. Not until we're at a certain point. And I ask those questions plain and simply, just trying to put a bit of fear in without telling them no, you know, without saying don't do that. Because what happens when you're younger and somebody says don't do that? Don't get that tattoo. Somebody told me not to get tattooed. Look what fucking happened. This didn't work out very well, did it? Whereabouts are you? In Indonesia, mate. 57. Temp break on my gear, but our DNA is almost identical. So get rest and nutrition, but supplements and tea helps. I know this. Be careful. Blood thickness is real. 100%. 100%. Be careful. Get your bloods done. That's the first thing that I always say. Unless you're lacking testosterone, unless you are deficient in something, why are you taking it? You know, if it's not a deficiency, don't take it. I'm fasting and taking cloves, green, black, walnut. I'll drink plenty of water sometimes. Took the fast too far. I've looked like a fucking victim of the Holocaust. Yeah, mate. I don't do anything longer than 72 hours, mate. I've got friends out here, they fast for 5 days every month. Bit older, in the 50s. Works well for them. Personally, mate, it just affects my training too much. I like to, you know, I train MMA at least 4 times a week, and I like 2 of those sessions to be heavy sparring. And, mate, on a 5-day fast, I just can't do that. I just cannot do it. Oof, hang on. Oh, there we go. What are you donating to, mate? Correct, you're still a kid mentally until 25 at least, but it varies from person to person. Yeah, it does, mate, yeah. I think the thing is, you know, I have a lot of good conversations with people. Like, I literally had a conversation with a 23-year-old earlier on. That was my neck, yeah. I was sat having my dinner today, and this girl come and sat next to me, and we're just having a nice conversation, and she was super intelligent, like super intelligent. I can't do small talk with anybody. for whatever reason, small talk to me, it just bores the fuck out of me. Start talking to me about quantum theories and fucking get your tinfoil hat on, kid. Put that tinfoil hat on if we're going to have a conversation. And yeah, boom, she went straight into spirituality. We went on a little story, went on a little journey, and it was like a really pleasant conversation. But you can also see and understand that there's still a lot of life left to live, you know? It's like, I think a lot of people get to 25 and they stop living because, and it's fucking sad, and it's not their fault, because they are already in a job which they feel stuck in because they need that money to pay the debts and the bills which they've already got stuck to. This is why I created my system. Like, this is exactly why I created my system, which is the Stone and Spirit community. I'm not here to sell it to you. The link is in the bio. If anything, guys, especially you guys who know what I'm talking about, if you could just do me a favor, you do not need to join. I'm not here for that. If you could go to the home page, just have a quick read, and then bang me a message or a comment on one of my videos and tell me how it read to you. Tell me how you felt when you read it, because I'm trying to reach a certain person. I've seen you, you're in the UK. I'm not in the UK. I was in the UK, but I don't live in the UK anymore. Matrix, mate, 100%. 100%, bro. Literally, yeah, look at this. This is like my whole fucking purpose now. 51 years and never grew up. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Serve, reject the cage. Detached observer, crusader. There we go. Okay. The glitch. The God complex, freezing people out because they are illogical. The order. Service over ego. You are not here to watch humanity fail. You are here to patch the code. Order. Embrace the heat. Do not seek comfort. Seek the fire that fucking refines you. Seek the fire that refines you. Honestly, suffering eradicates suffering. That can sound like an opinion, but to me in my life, that's a matter of fact. Like this morning, I'm going to upload some reels this afternoon, some shorts on Instagram as well, of this morning's training set. It was fucking heavy, like heavy. We did 100 kilo sandbag. Yes, I've got some parcels. I do fucking miss Amazon Prime though. I do miss Amazon Prime. Find some sparring, walks in, sees my way with gloves on. Yeah, fuck that. Do you know what, mate? That happens quite a lot, but I'm actually a really nice person to spar with. I'm not there to take anyone's head off. I'm not there to fucking hurt anybody. Like, I'm there to just, I like it. It's like dancing, mate. It's literally like dancing. It's just fun. It's just fun. What the fuck is that? Oh, should we open these packages? Sick. Fucking love getting little packages, even though I know what's in them because I ordered them. Yes, let's open some parcels. Sounds fuck me, just met bad. Step with that, introvert, no trust issues, no man. I'd choose you're a good person. Honestly, bro. Honestly, like that's all. I've not been, you know. I've not been in the past, which makes me the way I am today. I just want to fucking serve humanity, mate. I want to stop everybody, you know. I'm observing it and I'm like, why is everybody running off that cliff? Like, why is everybody just sprinting towards that deathly existence? And it's hard not to get frustrated with it sometimes, but I just have to take a step back. But pushing and bring positive vibe, bless you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Tattoos hurt, like, motherfucker. Regular tattoos pain, how put in full wording. All different, mate. All different. I know what you're saying. You got to dance with the devil to beat the devil. 100% mate. Shadow work. Shadow work is a way of life. You have quite literally got to be able to integrate your shadow. So I've got a client that's just come back to me. I worked with her last year, and you know it's a new reason why she's here, and it's all about the fear of death and the fear not only of herself dying, but the people around her dying. And so we instantly touched on shadow work, because the problem is a lot of people have these negative thought processes, and they think that they're weird, or these thought processes are obscure and no bueno. Is the wind bad, bro? Yeah. show you where we are. Bit of a murky day, mate. There's a thunderstorm on its way. There is a thunderstorm on its way. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, mate. I don't know how we can cover that up. That's alright, we'll take a seat back in here. We're going to do another 5 minutes. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. What we're saying here now. Oh, there's my dog. A little Anjing. What's it like to live in Indonesia compared to the UK? Incredible, mate. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the same shit wherever you go. A lot of people just, they come out here to find themselves and they end up getting more lost. Like, I came out to Indonesia to try and, you know, live a little bit more of take a step back in life, not a step forward. I've never been one to chase like materialistic possessions. I've always been one to chase achievement, really. And my sense of achievement is, it's more about proving what the human body is capable of, you know? Like, literally proving what the human body, what can we do as human fucking beings? Like, I spin fire, fucking, you know, I'm 92 kilos, I can still send a standing backflip at my weight and age. When touching your toes becomes a job, we've hit a problem. Must be raging with this UK situation, not just UK, but the whole of Europe and the way it's heading. Mate, it's scary, it's terrifying. A program and a course that I've just created now is how to get the fuck out of the UK, like how to escape the matrix, how to genuinely escape the matrix. All you gotta do is pick what you're capable of living with. You gotta make a decision. And a lot of people wait until it gets too uncomfortable for them to move and do anything about it. You know, it's like the guy who's sniffing every weekend, drinking every weekend, doesn't stop until he has a heart attack or a stroke. That's a problem, because now it's too late. Well, it's not, hopefully, if you make it through the other side, but you get what I'm saying. And a lot of people in the UK, they tend to get themselves into such a comfortable position where it's not overly comfortable, but the pain's not quite bad enough that it needs to change with immediate effect. So they end up stood there. The mongrel mob. What's the mongrel mob? Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Yeah, I would say get the fuck out. Like, now. Don't even obsess with it. If you can, do it. Like, if you can go, go. Go. What, we're on 40? You two out of everyone around me, man. Martin, do you remember, I don't know how long you've been in, mate. I know you've been in for the majority, so I appreciate you being here, mate. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, mate. You don't need to apologise. You just keep smashing the algorithm. Seems like you're trying to help others. Yeah, coolly, that's what I do, bro. That's literally my whole business, my whole life is helping other people. Another shirtless D-bag. You want to come and sit in 35 degrees with your shirt on? Be my guest. Be my guest. But you're also here watching this shirtless D-bag, so let's make that one make sense, you fucking sausage. Mick, hey, from Australia. Listen, guys, I am gonna log off. We've done 40 minutes. I now need to eat. Bro, I just want to save my missus and kids. Martin, my Instagram is exactly the same as my YouTube name. But bang me a message on there, mate. I've got some stuff. I'll just send it you over. You can have a read through it. For all the hate, thank you. It's been quite minimal, actually. See, look, the small-mindedness. What was prison like? Never been to fucking prison. What a fucking mind-blowing. Reggie, you're very welcome, mate. I appreciate you being here. Quite like nuclear in certain parts, not the cities, but the government, mate. This is what I'm saying. The government is the problem. Right, listen, I am going to fucking continue. Lovely speaking to you all. Have an amazing fucking day. I'll see you soon.